Oh. Oh dear, that's a bad start. I've crashed my game. Very good. Excellent start to the live stream. Fuck me. I clicked out one too many times. Oh my goodness. Right, hello everybody. We're trying to stream a game of League of Dracula, but seemingly the universe doesn't want us to. I've now crashed my game, so apologies for that. I will have to now try and sort that out. I apologize. I will put the memes back on. But anyway, while the memes show a bit more, and I try and restart my game, obviously you can tell by the title, the cat's out of the bag. Rossco is here with us. Hello, Rossco.
Aye. Don't worry about a thing. I'm back.
Oh my
I don't know how to use the system.
You started there, Rossco, I think. My OBS is overloaded. That's not your fault.
See.
Oh no.
So hello everybody. Oh, Scott's completely crashed now, I think. So you're stuck with me just now, flying solo. Hope you're all well. Oh, you're back, right?
I'm back, but I think it's because anytime I try to close stuff on my computer, it just dies. I will probably cut all this bit out of the live stream after the fact, but never mind, we can just keep talking. Everyone sounds like a robot. Yeah, I know, I'm sorry. And my OBS is the encoder overloads. I'm really sorry. So basically, I'm gonna boot up Fear of Dracula now. You know, the problem was I got everything all ready, and before I clicked onto the game, I forgot to click back to see the live stream on my other monitor. And then when I tried to click back, the game crashed. So I'm gonna go robotic for about 30 seconds. So I'm basically gonna say nothing, and Ross could say nothing for 30 seconds, and then once we're back, we're back. And once this live stream is finished, I will cut all this shit out, so nobody has to watch all this back. Okay, I'm in the game. Well, I'm not in the game. I'm in Fear of Dracula. But I'm not in the game, if that makes sense. It's very likely... Rossco, you're in the game, right?
Yes, yeah.
Has it kicked me out yet as a spectator?
Yes, it has. It's just me that's in there showing the spectator. Oh no, you're in. Nope. You've come back now.
Excellent. Right, we can redo the intro properly, and I'll cut it from here. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another game of Fury of Dracula, League of Dracula action, of course. What else? Oh my god, things have been revealed. Anyway, we are here with a match between Geo playing as the Hunters, Fangs of Fire playing as Dracula, somewhat of a rematch from the New Blood Championship that obviously took place a few months ago, where these two play against each other quite a bit. A lot has happened in those last 6 months. Alongside me in the commentary booth, as you can tell by the title of the video, is Rossco. Hello, Rossco.
Hello again. Yes, it's great to be back and speaking to you for the first time, first take. No technical issues whatsoever. Smooth as a dolphin's beak.
Absolutely, yeah. Nothing bad has happened over the last 10-15 minutes or so. No, nothing at all. No. Anyway, interesting. Some banter in the chat. We have Geo as Hunters. Stuff has happened. Genoa's been revealed. I assume by a newspaper. Rossco can probably fill me in because I was mucking about with stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, Mina's jumped on it. Fog was played. Forewarned was played. And this is where we are.
Interesting. Interesting use of the Forewarned. Would you use Forewarned in that situation?
Yeah, it's a strange one because it was a day reveal, so you'd only have the one Yeah, well, I noticed in the comments Fangs had said just as I had hoped. So whether his plan was to get him to burn the 4-1, which, unless I can't remember if Mina had it shown. Oh, she must have.
She
She
must
only
have
had one
done, yeah.
event.
Yeah.
Yeah, so maybe his plan went, but again, I don't know. But no, I think at this stage of the game, I would have kept my 4-1. To be fair, I could have supplied in Genoa. There's no danger to her.
No.
You want to keep that for later in the game. Although it does mean he's burnt a fog without
Right.
delaying her, which is something. Which means they can keep on the trail, I guess.
I
You'll just need
guess.
to watch what the next event card is. It's not revealed on Mina. That's going to be detrimental for Dracula to find out.
Right, that's another thing that's been revealed. I guess maybe Gio was thinking that if it gives him an extra day to find the thing before Genoa. But I think I probably would have taken the risk there and would have kept the forewarned because he could have used it on another fog later, on a bats later. Because especially now forewarned is even more kind of valuable for the hunters than before because you need to play it very strategically. So if Dracula knows it's been burnt, then it makes Dracula's life a lot easier. So yeah, tricky one that. Hello to everybody in the live stream. Apologies for the technical issues. When this is over, I will quickly edit out all of that bullshit. So anybody watching this back doesn't have to deal with all that. I know you like the memes, but I think that was a little bit too many. Then you heard Robo Scott, as Met King has pointed out. So who have we got? We've got Strider, Met King, Pizza Wizard is here. There's a lot of hype from Pizza Wizard for you, Rossco.
Oh, PW, how you doing, my man? Thank you very much. I see you're doing well in the tournament, so good to see. Yeah, well done.
Absolutely. Yeah. Flying start from the reigning champ. Pizza Wizard is wanting Geo to win. I don't know what this allegiance is about exactly. Maybe Pizza Wizard can explain what's that about. I mean, I'm gonna say it. I'm biased here. I want Geo to win just because we were teammates in the Immortal Invitational. So even though we played against each other in the first phase of the tournament, when we're not playing against each other, we always wish each other very good luck, and we want each other to win. So yeah, I'm definitely a Hunter fan here.
Well, I'll tip the scales obviously because I'm impartial to either or. I'm not involved in the tournament, so Dracula is my side, as we all know. Hunters are the bane of my life, so I'll go for I'll go for Dracula.
Fair enough. So we got split sides here. Who else we got? So yeah, Pizza Wizard is in Geo's camp. Not sure why, but okay, maybe we'll explain. Strider wants Fangs to win because I think Geo is above him in the table, so wants Fangs to do him a favor. Makes sense. Met King is here. I don't know if Met King has picked a side. Well, he says that Roscoe's always worth listening to. So clearly got another. We've got the Rossco fan club in the chat right now.
Oh, stop it, you guys. Yeah, I'm worth listening to so that you can realise what not to do with your life. Whatever I say and do, you do the opposite, and everything will work out well for you.
Peter was saying that Gio's a dark horse to win the whole tournament, in his opinion.
Bold statement.
Ooh. Well, we'll have to see. Gio is currently 2-2 after the first phase. Fangs is 3-1. So we'll have to see. We've already had some. We had loads of games today already. I played a game against Mr. Green, very spontaneous game, but very exciting stuff. So I will not spoil the result because I know there might be some people who haven't seen it yet. So Fangs if I did a neutral perspective, my perspective has gone up online. There was also a match between Heroine and Skybreaker earlier, which was incredible. Again, I won't spoil the result in case somebody wants to watch it back, but it's a live stream on my channel. You'll find it in the playlist, as per usual. I have also heard earlier today, a few hours ago, Ariel played Spencer. That game didn't get recorded, unfortunately. But apparently it was a doozy. Because there was no recording, I can maybe spoil the results a little bit here. If anyone doesn't want to hear the result, mute the live stream for 10 seconds. And then you can come back. So basically, even though Spencer was 4-0, 4 wins, 0 losses coming into that game, Ariel beat Spencer within the first 10 days, only giving up 1 influence. Incredible stuff. Only possible with the League of Dracula. So that has put the cat amongst the pigeons. So currently, I I think the number of people who are currently unbeaten this tournament is incredibly small, even smaller than it was when I, published the results only yesterday. That's pretty mental stuff. So yeah, the Randiv Spencer game didn't happen because I think Spencer didn't want to play 2 back-to-back. Makes sense. We've also got a game starting in 15 minutes between Terminus and Snuffleupagus. I think Strider might be recording it, but maybe might be arriving late. So yeah, I appreciate if that live stream does go ahead, that people might start, going backwards and forwards between the 2 live streams. That is fine. If this game finishes really quickly, we can hop over and support Strider in his endeavor to stream that. Anyway,
My
so
teammate stuff from the last tournament. So yeah, that'll be one to look at there.
And not to put my foot in it, but since he's been released from your shackles, he has won 3 of his last 4 games.
Well, it's good to see that my mentoring has come to fruition. He's not had the yeah, but has he been hunters 3 of those 4 games?
No, he's played 2 of each.
Is it? It's nice of him to raise his game when he's not my partner. That's nice.
Strider says he'll get a Rookamania. Oh, that'll be cool. Strider Rookamania stream. We're well up for that. We can hop across and say hello at least. Strider, I thought Skybreak was with Quincy and Lanchnet. It's Strider. You know full well. Don't you start. Oh my goodness. Anyway, so yeah.
Going back to that Aero Spencer game, it's a shame it wasn't recorded because we know that Aero's tactic is typically ignore the trail and find Dracula. So I'm wondering if he'd found Drac early enough. He must have if it was 10 days. I think so. Aero was a hunter then, yeah? Is that what you said?
Yep.
Right. So yeah, I think he must have found him very quick, and then he's just done the whole like he does, kind of all the hunters ignore the trail, just jump on him, and he must have just destroyed him in combat.
Well, you say that. There was a game last night. Again, I might be spoiling a couple of things here, but I think a lot of people might have been able to have a chance to see it. There was a game between Randiv and Ondrazot that Gyro, Pizza Wiz, and I quickly hopped on to record. We missed the first 20 minutes. Well, there was only 20 minutes left of it by the time we got there because that only lasted until Monday of week 2.
Good God.
It's just mental. So basically what's happened this tournament so far is Dracula's won the majority of the games, but when hunters do win, they stomp really hard. And I don't know what's going on. It's so weird. It's wacky, but it's very fun. Anyway.
Wow.
We should probably pay attention to this game. What has been happening?
There's been a lot. Yeah, he's taken good control. The 4-1 seems to have kind of worked, but obviously they found Drac. Mina's in Florence now. They've cleared Genoa. They cleared Milana the Aristocratic with a stake. So yeah, he's not rule formed yet, and he was in Milan. Whether he was trying to do the 57 hide and gone to Munich when Godalming moved,
right?
I can't. I can't remember if Godalming fast horsed or moved to locations by foot.
Well, I saw Mina went to Genoa, but I don't know. Did she move to Munich and then fast horse to Genoa, or did she rail from Vienna to Genoa? I don't know if anybody on the live stream caught that either. Is there any way that Dracula managed to get like Venice, Munich, and is now in Zagreb without even hiding? Is that something that could have happened? I assume so.
I don't think he could have. Because Florence, he's gone Florence, Genoa, Milan. He would have to have gone 57, and then he would have been 38, 15. Yeah, possibly. Yeah, possibly. Or he's tried to go down the. Yeah, he's not. Yeah, he's come north anyway. So at least they've ruled that out. Mina's got the fast horses. I think Godalming. As usual, chat. I watch the games and then ignore half the stuff. There's the delayed. Okay, well, fair enough.
And I think that's a huge win for Fangs there. That Mina has used up her forewarned to then only deal with a saboteur. That doesn't really feel worth it, to be honest.
Yeah.
I think that's a massive win for Dracula that forewarned's now gone. There's also Sister Agfa, the discard pile too, by the way. Your fave.
Yeah, well, poor Aggie. What a shame for her.
Yeah, it must have got searched for, but I don't know where he searched with it, but obviously it didn't hit because we had the Genoa newspaper.
So Florence,
Hmm,
yeah, Florence, Genoa, Milan. Yeah, I think you're right because had she been delayed in Genoa, yeah, Milan still wouldn't have matured, and you could have jumped on it because aristocratic. You could have jumped on and delayed if you didn't have a stake.
right.
Um, yeah,
So yeah,
okay. Well,
I, f- I think because she picked up that full one so early, Fangs must have just gone, right, I'm just gonna go really close to Mina, throw down a full, like, fog and, like, almost force his hand to use the forward, but he didn't have to.
yeah,
I think
that's a fair
If Gio
point.
wanted to, he could have just gone, alright, sod it, I'll just get trapped in fog for a day. Because it was, as you
Yeah,
said, it was a day ambush, right? So it's not 2 days, it's only 1 day then in fog, so...
that's the difference. Yeah, it was a day ambush on the fog, which again Dracula left for her to check at night, and then 4-1 wouldn't have triggered because she would have searched it and got delayed 2 nights in a row. So I think that may be a bit hasty of Fangs to try and, as you say, I mean, it worked in his favour because Geo did burn the 4-1, but yeah, you may be more of used to sit tight, supply. There's no health danger.
Right.
Um, I like where the hunters are now, though. He's got Godal, he's got Van Helsing now on the mainland. That's fine. He's made the early move over. He's got Seward and Van Helsing in Paris. Oh, another newspaper.
Oh, nice use of newspaper there.
Ah, he has Milan, Munich. He's either done Munich or he's done
Zurich.
Zurich up to 41. Now that's interesting because Seward and Van Helsing are well positioned at the top for the rail line to block him off. He has rule formed, so again he could have rule formed from Nuremberg. He could have gone Nuremberg, Prague, and then rule
Right,
formed maybe to 11.
right, right. Or could be unlikely because of the proximity of two hunters, but might have gone Strasbourg to wolf form. Unlikely though.
Yeah, if he knew that Mina was going to get delayed with the horses, he might have thought, "I'll take the risk." Godalming's off the rail line now, so if he hasn't got fast horses, he'll be delayed to get there.
Hmm. I think a wolf form east is more likely because that spot in Vienna is also being vacated. Thanks to the fact that the two hunters had to go and deal with Italy. In hindsight, there wasn't really much to deal with. But
No, no.
again, if it was a hoax mature in Florence, or then we can maybe sit there and go, oh well, yeah, then maybe should. But then there are not. Well, there are 8 Dracula cards. You never know. That might be enough to give you something good. Yeah, the game is
Plus,
very.
plus, I mean, you don't.
Game's very
I
easy
mean,
in
it's hindsight.
hindsight.
Exactly. Yeah, you don't know. Had that card been something better, all right. Van Helsing's on the move. Hang on, the old boy's getting ready to go. He's got his train pass out. He's packed his hot chocolate in his flask, and he's away. Now, he's going to go north. Yes, he is. Okay.
Saga rail lines.
Yeah, he's doing the Prague check. Okay, yep, that makes sense. That kind of rules out. So that rules out he didn't go to Prague before he wolf formed.
Right.
That's a good move. I quite like that. That's a good use of Chard. He's still got enough hunters centrally as well to cover North Germany if he's gone that way.
Hmm.
And then I guess you want to check 51 just to rule out that he hasn't gone. See, for me, I'd be misdirecting Nuremberg or the location after Nuremberg now,
Hmm.
just to rule it, just to make it a bit, because then all of a sudden it rules out where there's potentially, 1, 2, 3, 4 other you could have rule form from, or 5 effectively.
Well, I have to see. No rumor tokens as of yet. Aristocratic Vampire got burnt with a stake. But Godalming can respawn pretty quick. Oh, there's a knife in the discard pile. Where did that come from? Where did that come from?
Yeah,
Hmm.
two
I don't know.
two stakes.
Hmm.
Yeah, Mina's a bit light on the events. Well, very light. She hasn't got any. So
Yeah,
she needs to start.
Sven Van Helsing are okay. Godalming's light as well. He's only got one.
Yeah.
The game
I'll be trying.
between oh sorry, I was gonna say the game between Heroine and Skybreaker earlier was mental. Out of the first 16 supplies, I think there were 12 Dracula events on top.
Jesus. Christ.
Yeah, it's mental. Absolutely mental. So, yeah. Just gotta be a little bit careful here that he doesn't end up. He needs to move, obviously, because he needs to find this wolf form. Especially there's no misdirect. But still, they got to also be careful that they don't undersupply either, because Dracula can use that to his advantage. We'll have to see.
Yeah, I wonder why Aggie was discarded. He
Hmm.
doesn't. It's not like he had a second ally in play, and I don't know. I can't remember because by the time we jumped on the game and everything, I can't remember. He wouldn't have. I doubt he would have. Let me just check. Has he had? He's had 2 newspaper reports, hasn't he? Yeah. So he must have found Genoa with a newspaper report. Evil Presence wouldn't have triggered it. Sister Agatha, did he try and search?
Yeah, he must have
He
done.
must have.
He wouldn't be there otherwise, unless he actually like picked up first turn, surprising return or something. He's like, sod it, I'll just get a free search out of her. In the case he doesn't get another ally, because he could ally her, but then the surprising return does nothing until you get another ally, then he might not ever do.
I guess. Okay, so that's good. So the closing down where he has gone again. That's why the misdirect after Nuremberg, I think, would have been useful. They have ruled out Zurich and Strasbourg. Prague was working, so it looks like perhaps. Do you think he's heading? So he's either gone Munich, and now, as you said, he's gone. He may have Nuremberg, Munich, and now he's in 53,
Right.
or will form to 53, or he's going North Germany.
Oh, you don't want to see another knife being discarded.
Another knife. Good God.
Well then,
So
Van Helsing must have some really strong stuff then. Maybe is Holy Bullets in the discard pile. Only one. Is he got like Holy Bullets and... don't know. Mina to Munich, I'd assume? Imagine he's double back to like Marseille. What?
Okay.
So it's a Leipzig wolf form then. Or a Frankfurt wolf form. Well, he hasn't gone east, so that's quite a reprisal. But now, you know, charted carriage in the wrong direction. Ooh.
Well, was it, or was chartered carriage going to 44 good because it ruled out the east?
Well, it depends on how you view it, I suppose.
Yeah.
It was checking a possible wolf form, like pre-wolf form location.
Yes. Yeah. But again, like I said, had he misdirected the location after Nuremberg,
right,
where the hunters are would be academic, because he could have left from any of them. You know, so he could have still gone east, north, west. Now, because he hasn't, they've pretty much ruled out that he's gone from Nuremberg to Leipzig or Frankfurt. So that's the other thing. Yeah,
and he can't be east, right? But imagine if you misdirected, even if it was Frankfurt, but you misdirect it. Mina goes to Munich, she finds nothing. The hunters then have to commit to Sarajevo or Szeged or Budapest before they've ruled out the entire eastern portion of the map. So yeah, that misdirect would have potentially got Fangs another maybe 2 days worth of movement from the hunters going east, as well as mopping up the trail.
Yeah. So this is a good thing. This is the part of the game as well where an early find has been good. He's managed to deal with the issues and events that Drax put down. He's kept on his tail. He's got a nice net surrounding him. You assume that he's gone north. He's got a nice, the hunters are pretty much ready there for him. The issue now is you don't want to be chasing Dracula, so he's got to try and work out a way to get in front or close him down. Which before you argue he's going to go to sea shortly, if he had gone north. So that's the other thing. Otherwise, time keeps ticking, and then before you know it, it's like right. Although no zero influence points is great. He did get the 3 cards from Desecrated Soil, but again he's 14. Yeah, if I had heavily host, I'd be tempted not to use it and just let him have the 1 health and not reveal by having holding a heavily host for that.
Yeah, I'd probably agree with that. Unless he suddenly goes to sea, but then you have to get the timer. You have to go to sea now in order to get the healing next turn, which he hasn't, so it's fine. Still good for Dracula to trigger that Desecrated Soil. More likely to get the third fog, so to speak. More likely to get bats and fangs, which will be good because there's not going to be, 1 forewarned has already been used, so they can't cancel it.
Player-wise, he's just So he's forward to Milan. Okay.
Ooh. So what's he done? Has Dracula like wolf formed from Frankfurt to Geneva or something? He can't have wolf formed to Paris because there were hunters blocking Paris. He might have. Has he done something really sneaky like wolf formed to Brussels and then he's running around the outside? Ooh, I don't know about that move. Van Helsing's there. Van Helsing can take care of Nuremberg. I think Gaddafi should be moving to Marseille here. As you said, well, you just said, you need to get kind of ahead of Drac. You don't get ahead of him by... Oh, my...
Oh,
Okay, then.
well, that'll get you ahead of Drac. Just land on him and
Just
kick his
land on
ass.
him.
Hello, Drac. Right.
Where's a chartered carriage when you need one? If they've got the second chartered carriage, Van Helsing can get back there.
Oh yeah.
And he discarded a knife, so he must have good stuff. What did Seward discard? Discarded a rifle.
The good thing is, even if Van Helsing's got a white 3, yeah, even try to, yeah.
Yeah, he
Mina's
needs
got a
chartered
fast
carriage.
horses. Mina can kind of start blocking off the other areas. They have still got a trail to work at, unless he's got something he wants. Yeah, he's going to trade with Dr. Seward, so this could be, I mean, a heroic leap at this stage. Would that be? Although the trouble is they've got to clear Zurich, which
Right.
Gaddafi's now left. So I wouldn't waste heroic leap here because he's going to get 3 health back in the next mature.
Right. So, unless it's a planned ambush and somehow Seward is guaranteed to do more damage than a heroic leap, but I probably doubt it the fact he discarded a rifle. Does he have horses? Did he horse on to Paris? I think he did, right? I don't remember. I
No,
don't
he
pay as
was
much
in.
attention.
He was in Strasbourg. He just walked to Paris.
Ooh, okay.
I think. I don't know. I don't know.
Well, maybe you still do heroic leap, right? Because then, even with the desecrated soil, then if Dracula goes to sea, he's not at 50, he's at 13, and that 2 damage
No.
might stick around. I don't. It's
Yeah,
almost
but then
from
he's got
escaping his
feed.
bat, though.
He can just use feed to then be full health again.
Yeah,
But then again,
if these hunters have a lot of movement, they could jump on him multiple. But then
Yeah.
if he has fog, he can. I don't know. It's a tricky one.
I mean, Stewart recovers from heroic leap, almost immediately. So the hunters don't have to worry about that. The thing is, though, I'd be tempted to go for a fight with him because you realise there's no, it's only him. It was only spies that's been cleared. So.
I also don't like this move very much by Mina. Going to Geneva, I think is... Where did she go from? Milan, right?
She went from Munich.
Oh, she went from Munich. Yeah, she has to go to Geneva there, I think.
I'd have blocked Geneva, yeah.
Because then, if Dracula's going towards Iberia, she can get to Bordeaux tomorrow, whereas now she can only get as far as Clermont-Ferrand. Or she can get as far as Toulouse tomorrow. She's further... Okay, that's good. That I agree with.
That's good. Yeah. Wolf form's been used. Gets him out of any danger.
No escape is bad. No wolf form. That healing basically does nothing. Yeah, that's a good use of escape route. Nicely done.
So Zurich, that's fine. Let it mature. Bats? Okay. All right, okay.
Ooh. I'm surprised he didn't ambush with those bats, because then he could have pushed Gaddafi back into that heavenly host, the desecrated soil.
The soil got 3 more cards, yeah.
Yeah, and see, well, unless he layers it and he pushes Gaddafi back into it anyway.
Yeah.
I don't think he's going to mature it for 1 health.
Or unless he's concerned that Gaddafi does have a heavenly host, and he was thinking if he gets into a fight with a hunter, he needs that to mature to get his health, and he was worried that Gaddafi might have cancelled it.
Right. Well, no, but the fight... Yeah, sure. You can imagine if Gaddafi was bluffing all that time.
Yeah, and the fight would have triggered because it's only because Seward escaped that it didn't go ahead.
But still, the delay with the bats is very good here. It'll keep Gaddafi preoccupied for a couple turns.
Yeah.
So it's going to be Seward and Mina for the time being. Yeah, he's layering it. He's layering it.
Yeah, that makes sense. Still 3 on the trail they've got to try and deal with as well, whilst I think, yeah, Godalming's now delayed. Van Helsing needs to try and start clearing some of the layer. Some of the trails, sorry.
Right. He'll have to rail round in order to get to. We still don't know if it's Leipzig or Frankfurt. That's the problem. If he's got a 2 yellow ticket, get to Leipzig today, then he can get to Frankfurt the next day. Tricky.
Okay, there's the rumour.
Yeah.
Imagine if he's double decked it and he's put bats on 60 as well. Just keeps moving Dracula around in a swarm of bats. I noticed some. I dipped in very briefly to Discord, and there was some chat, stroke debate, stroke conversation about bats and the kind of the physicalities of can a swarm of bats. If it was something like out of MythBusters, can a swarm of bats move somebody from one to the other? And there was some interesting theories coming from that. So someone was, I don't know who posted it. One person said it's more to do with the confusion of the swarm of the bats that, while the hunters are swatting and swiping, it moves them away from wherever they are. I like that kind of thing rather than, but then I also like the whole fantasy of the swarm come down and lift somebody up and take them away. That's quite cool.
Yeah. I think the thing is, it's really hard because in the game, the bats card pushes the hunter into a certain direction. So it's almost like Dracula's controlling it, but if they were just running away from a swarm of bats, would that really have the same effect? But then also them picking up a hunter. How many bats would you need to pick up a hunter? Right? It's no,
either Man Bat from DC. Any DC fans will know Man Bat can do it, or probably I'll say 500 vampire bats or 2,000 pipistrels. And depending on the size of the hunter.
Well, I was going to say, surely, I mean, I don't want to be discriminatory, but you'd probably need more bats to pick up Godalming than, say, Van Helsing or Mina, surely.
Yeah, with all Godalming's eagle weighs twice the size of him anyway.
Exactly, and all the coins in his pockets as well.
Yeah.
I think it's because when we're doing the Immortal update, there was a kind of a rule implementation weirdness in the game where if there was a roadblock, the bats could not move the hunter through the roadblock, and we were kind of having a discussion going, yeah, but is the bats picking up the hunter and moving them to wherever they want to go, or is the hunter running away? And there's something like, oh crap, that roadblock's blocked, but then why is Dracula controlling the movement, right? It doesn't make sense.
Oh,
so it's one of these weird... They've created this really nice thematic, individual thematic things, but then when you combine them, you're like, what is happening here?
Well, that was the ongoing debate, which lasted longer than Trump and Biden, where it was like CG. What is classed as, CG going into a city is the same as coming out of a city, and it's like, oh my, that just went on for months.
Yeah, well, it's still happening. We're still talking about it.
Oh my god.
It's really funny though. In the rules of reference, there's a really specific ruling for bats and fog. For bats and roadblock, nothing. it's very confusing. Anyway, so
they're probably thinking the same thing. It's like, well, the digital version, Drac never gets cards, so let's just not even bother about roadblock. It's very rare that he gets up an event card himself.
Right. But then you say that because there are 3 of them in the deck, so it's not like you're far more likely to see roadblock than a Sensation's Press or something.
Well, that plus, I mean, 3 roadblocks, and then you've got saboteurs that mature as well. You could block off a whole, a whole region.
Yeah, we saw some games where roadblocks were potentially coming in handy. So yeah. Anyway, hunters have a bit of a trail to deal with.
They do, yeah.
There's a stake on Mina, so that's good for the rumor, but then she'll be going in the wrong direction to deal with the rumor. That's the issue. Godalming's clear of the bats, though, finally, so he can get on.
Two stakes gone. Yeah. The good thing is, if they can establish if Dracula's heading west, southwesterly, Mina can afford to go back, and the other 3 hunters can follow him down.
Right, I think it's going to be a case of Mina and Van Helsing dealing with the trail. Oh,
Yeah,
did you see it, Rossco, or did live chat see it? Did Mina's psychic scan?
I didn't see it. No.
Because Geneva's a possibility. I know it's very unlikely, but
Yeah,
they
I
should have
didn't.
maybe
Yeah, I
checked if
didn't.
he'd gone there.
I thought there would have been a psychic bond. They may well. Yeah, but I can't remember. It came up with steak, so I don't understand. Yeah, I'm not sure. I should
I
really.
get. I guess Fangs wouldn't have gone to Geneva because if you suddenly do psychic scan and you realize he's not there, he's not in Gallia, then it's very obvious where he is.
Yes.
There's only one possible location. You have to say there's a game we were watching between Worm Talon and Mr. Green. Mr. Green was playing as hunters. Worm Talon was trying to be sneaky, wolf form from Adriatic rather than Turinian. Went into Munich. I think he discovered it was Adriatic, I think. And then... oh, no, it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter what region he was wolf forming from. Mina instantly played Hypnosis, and it said Germania. And then Mr. Green knew the exact city he was in. It wasn't even region. It could only be
Yeah,
Munich. And then it spelled
course.
disaster. Oh, what? Oh, so he went...
Interesting. He did do a Frankfurt. He did. He'd gone in a jury then.
No. You can't wolf form from Frankfurt to Clermont-Ferrand. Oh, no. I'm talking absolute pish. He wolf formed from Frankfurt to Geneva. Yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, so Geneva's not even on the trail then. Oh, okay, so from Paris then, he's either going down towards like Bordeaux kind of direction, or he's somehow doubling back into Germania then. He's really running rings around him here in... Or maybe he's hidden somewhere.
Yeah. Right, okay.
Oh.
Well, Mina's got... Yeah, so Clermont's been revealed as the rumour. That's fine. Frankfurt is dealt with there. Paris, he could be... Yeah, he's either hiding in Nons or Le Havre, perhaps, or he's done one of each. But if he goes to sea next time, we'll very quickly establish. Although he could have gone to Brussels, and then he could be in Amsterdam now.
Yeah, could we mean Cologne?
Did the chat say if they saw psychic bond? Didn't mean a psychic bond, France. Do we know?
No, chat hadn't said anything.
I mean, we really should be watching that, but yeah, for some reason I didn't see a prompt come up. So perhaps, cause I thought if I had, I probably would have gone. Oh right, he's not in Gallia.
Right, but in the end, it didn't matter because we know then it has to be Frankfurt to Geneva,
Correct, yeah.
then to Clermont-Ferrand.
Yeah.
I mean, it's possible because if you know Van Helsing is definitely going from Leipzig to Frankfurt to deal with that, then you could easily wolf form to... Oh, not wolf form, but just keep going up Brussels, Cologne. Bye, Strider.
Yeah.
Thanks for tuning in. We'll come across to your stream when we're done with this. Hope it's a good game. Be nice to them.
Did you know in Milan and Nuremberg and the layers? Okay. And change there. Mina's getting rid of the garlic.
Makes sense.
Event
I don't know if she picked that up or
cards.
she had it before.
Go for event chartered carriage. Yes. Okay. Okay. Well, that's now. This could. Yeah. If Drax heading, well, he can't be heading down to Spain yet because Stuart's blocking that off. But if he was planning to, there's a lot of rails that the hunters can get to, even with the 2 fast horses on Godalming and Seward. Chartered carriage and the others. Oh, here we go. Second top tier.
Oh.
Okay.
So not hiding in all the houses, one of each, or has gone eastward.
Brussels, Amsterdam. Yeah.
It could have gone to Strasbourg. Oh, okay. Well, that's a good thing to catch, I suppose. Godalming didn't check Clermont-Ferrand.
No.
Unless Mina's just going to go and deal with it, and Godalming backtracks up north then, which...
That's what I was thinking, yeah. She's got the stake, so it's either a bait or she needs a stake to, just clear the rumour.
So just be safe and just get rid of the rumour then. Who's going to deal with... I guess Godalming could deal with Geneva. She can deal with Clermont-Ferrand, and then the other two hunters, well, Van Helsing's delayed, he can't do much. I guess Seward backtracks up north, I suppose? Hmm. You gotta be careful here, because if he somehow is able to sneak into Strasbourg, he might be able to wolf form from there. Then you got this whole problem all over again.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing, isn't it? It's getting in front of him in the right direction.
Right, especially since wolf form now comes off the trail a turn quicker than it used to. That really oh, for goodness sake. That's a that's a trail to deal with.
Yeah. Do you know what I'd be tempted to do? I would use wax cylinders to see what is in Claremont, and then I'd either risk it and decide, right, I'll just let him mature that, clear the trail, and just follow Drac.
Right. Yeah,
Because then if it's a bait, you can realise it means you don't waste Mina going to it. He knows you've got hide, so typically you're less likely to use hide knowing that Drag's got it, Seward's got it. Do a deduction on that, see what it is, and then you can decide whether you just leave it or
and
deal with it.
if it's an aristocratic, you could just delay that, and then someone Diaus tries to do it with the other room, or get there quickly enough. Oh,
There we go. Good play. Okay. Northward bound.
Oh, that's definitely a vampire then.
Yeah.
Maybe Cloverforan is just a fake. But who's dealing with Geneva? I guess Mina.
Hmm.
I understand why he wants to put pressure on Drac, but who's going to deal with Geneva now? Seward? And Mina goes to Clermont-Ferrand? I don't know. Mesmerize. Nope. Failed escape.
Oh, that's right. Gaddafi got hit with the mob in the lair. I was wondering why he was down at 9 health.
Yeah. Got hit by mob. I wonder... Maybe Clermont-Ferrand is actually an aristocratic. Why is he ambushing with the Brussels one and not the Clermont-Ferrand one? Unless it is a whole ruse that he makes a hunter go there, not use the stake, and it's actually a fighting vamp.
Yeah, or I mean, it's a reckless vampire. Typically, you would ambush just to try and get points for the bite.
Right.
You know, I would always ambush as a reckless, unless you know the hunters have got no stakes. You do a night fight, but I would always ambush to get a couple of fang points. He's got no influence points at the moment, so he's probably wanting to try and get something out of it. And then if this dies and the other one is a ruse, like you say, it's not been wasted.
I guess then if Gadami's getting beaten up, he's less likely to suddenly jump on him next turn either if he decides to hide in a port, or because he goes Cologne, Hamburg, and now hides. Gadami's less likely to jump on him if he's beaten up a little bit.
Yeah.
So yeah.
The good thing is, knowing that he's gone north, Seward can fast horse over, and then they can start double healing in a couple of moves.
Right. I guess will Dracula have escaped by then, and hunters might then have to think about preemptively going to Britannica, depending on what their events are. Yeah, this is a tricky spot for Geo here.
Dodge now? Don't know. Oh, this is just
keeps playing the pistol.
Yeah, he's back to front with his moves. He's escaping when he should be punching, and vice versa. But Drac's playing well, or the Vamp's playing well.
Yeah, is he trying to get holy bullets down? Is that what's happening here?
Well, possibly.
If he's so insistent in showing him a pistol.
Yeah. And I mean, yeah, the Reckless wouldn't particularly use claws during the day. You're only doing 2 damage, so it's not as if it's a fear. Okay, escape.
Oh, and he dodges the plot. Oh, that's unfortunate. The one time that you dodge.
Well, I guess you play pistols in the last move.
Yeah.
You're gonna get damage regardless.
Yeah, that's a good point. And I guess if you do have holy bullets, you would happily give up 1 point of influence in order to kill this vampire without a stake.
Yeah, because Drax he's used both mesmerize and both his strength. So yeah, yeah.
Oh, he escapes his mist. He
Oh,
used the point to escape his mist. That also happens, so he didn't want the point. He wants to keep the vampire alive, which probably long-term play for Dracula is much better.
yeah, yeah. He's taking health off Godalming. It's a night fight battle now. Yeah, what does Seward do?
Ah, yeah, I think he finds has twigged that maybe there's holy bullets here.
Yeah.
I mean, it might not be. It might all be a ruse, but I don't think you play pistol like that.
Yeah, there's only one holy bullets in the discard pile.
As much as holy bullets are really cool when they work, if you've got like a hunter with horses and one gun, it's not even an escaper's bat gun, right? It's not a rifle, it's a pistol with holy bullets.
Yeah,
That's so you're putting all your eggs in one basket, and if that pistol gets broken, that holy bullets are useless to you.
yeah,
Um,
yeah.
but sometimes you have to do it. But I prefer it on maybe if you got the hunter who doesn't have horses to carry it, because you can have another weapon or something alongside, or if it's Seward, because obviously Seward can hold one more thing. But it just depends how the items fall, obviously. Okay, good use of the train.
Is he gonna? All right, okay.
I think for double healing purposes, that's probably quite a good
Yeah,
idea.
yeah. That makes sense. And if Seward can take him out,
Yeah.
that's one left. Mina can then look at. Well, Mina could then supply. Hang on,
For who?
what's the? Oh yeah,
What
let
about
me see.
Geneva?
Yeah,
Right, Geneva has to
yeah,
be dealt with. Imagine that's like a hoax or something, and that just forces through the previous mature. Then you're doing. Oh, is he got holy bullets as well? Oh no.
he's he's
Oh,
adamant to try and kill him with holy bullets. He's like, that's fine. You just keep doing that. I'll keep playing strength and mesmerize.
he'll run out of cancel cards eventually. Just will it be this combat? That's the thing. He drew
Yeah,
all four of them in the previous one. Thing is, Seward's probably mixing it with another item, so you can't just keep cancelling the pistol.
yeah. Right, punch now, Seward.
Man, unless he has a second gun and he just hopes that there's no cancel card from Dracula. Dracula took a long time to play that. Oh,
Punch. Come on.
hey,
That's
there
it.
you
That's
go.
it. You've got right. That's it. You're in the right groove now. That's it. That's the thing with the combat. It's just like you know that one where you're playing the wrong card at the wrong time, and then you just keep going around
Yeah,
the cycle. Like,
right.
if you start off with the right one, it seems to be easier to kind of get into the right. That's how you're doing it. Okay.
Oh,
And
he
then the
has. Oh,
strength. There you go. Yeah. Don't
he.
no. He's pissed
Oh,
off. Big.
what? Oh, gee, this. Oh my goodness. Sometimes I think Dracula should be able to pick his combat cards, but when I see this, I'm just like, no. Fuck that. That's four cancels in a row. The first combat, and now he's drawn three cancels in a row. Like, what is this? Fucking bollocks.
Oh dear.
uh, well,
This
has
this
has
rec
he?
this reckless is dealing with the hunters. He's just slapping them about the place. His top hat's not even fallen off yet.
No.
Look at that. He's not even broken a sweat on his Dave Grohl hairdo.
Oh, are you in? Oh, four
Dude.
cancels twice in a row. That's insane. Oh, that's why weapons suck sometimes. They're just so. You need to play them. You just need to. Yeah, Dracula can just cancel them too easily. But I mean, Dracula deserves cancel cards. That's fine. Um,
Oh yeah, yeah. I think as well though. I mean, on his other hand, he could have had two escapist bats, and he had nothing else to use but mesmerize and punch.
well, yeah, sure, of course. Yeah. Well, that's gonna have to get dealt with one way or the other. But Geneva is the first thing, and then yeah, then imagine that's a hoax, and then suddenly Clermont Ferrand can't be dealt with because Mina's delayed. Then you're in real trouble. I really think here, instead of sending Gadami to Brussels, I think Gadami should have checked Geneva. That's just my gut feeling on it, but oh well. It is what it is.
Yeah, Mina walking into it, Drax ahead because he knows she's only got charter carriage event,
Right.
so he knows what he's placed there. You don't want to risk it being a hoax. And then I think if she deals with Geneva, Seward can then do wax on Claremont to see if it's required or not. Ah, no ambush. This could all right. Okay, well, yeah, that could be an aristocratic to try and delay, or as you say, to burn the stake, and then Claremont is a fighter vampire. Sorry.
If Geneva is an aristocratic, I'd let it mature because we're gonna do wipe 2 rumor tokens off the trail. Force
Yeah, he'll
Dracula's
just layer
hand.
it.
Don't delay Mina, then send over to Clermont-Ferrand to stake that. There you go, problem solved. I assume it's gonna be a hoax, but ooh.
Yeah, I'd be tempted then in that case. Yeah, I think I would still do. Well, I get. Yeah, we also need to heal up, but Sue's turns past now, so you're gonna have to. Yeah, you got to just see what Geneva is. Deal Clermont-Ferrand.
I mean, Dracula's through his entire encounter hand, by the way.
Yes, that desecrated soil in 60 did the damage.
Yeah, because that was 6 in total. And was able to discard. He discarded most of the ones he picked up. I think he had 1 left over. He's been on land all this time. He's just constantly layering stuff. He'll get that fog back. Okay, she's using the stake. It's another desecrated soil. Oh my goodness. Oh, he could have left that to mature. Oh, wow.
Still, keeps the stake, doesn't get delayed, so she can deal with Clermont-Ferrand.
Right. But that's another basically kind of gaining 3 cards, losing 3 cards for Dracula. So it just makes his hand of encounters even stronger.
Yeah. But then he's got to be alive. He's got to be, now if they can jump on him, he's got to be there to use them. So
right.
He's matured it. All right, okay. I'd have been tempted to layer that.
Maybe just that 1 health could be crucial. And I don't think anyone's going to step back onto that layer. There's maybe no bats kicking around. That's probably the thing he's thinking.
Yeah, possibly. Well, Mina can take care of Clermont now, so that's that. The other 2 can. They did heal up, I take it. Yeah, they did. Okay. So now he's going to be, he's not gone back to any of the layers up there. He did clear. He had Nuremberg that he cleared. If he is in Amsterdam now, he's going to have to go to sea. Which, that could be why he took that 1 health. He's going to go to sea now. Yes, he did. Oh no, Wolf. Okay.
He's Wolfen. Could that be? Oh goodness, it could be Strasbourg. It could now be Leipzig to Prague again. Very risky though. Yeah. CG. I guess he's probably thinking that Van Helsing can't get to Prague now.
Yeah, and I'm thinking as well. Looking at the event deck, there's 51 events on that. I'd be tempted to assume that they haven't got CG with the events that they're holding, so CG wouldn't really be a concern for me at this stage.
Yeah, the hunters have been really moved around.
Yeah, he's dragging them all over the place. Mina's now got to go backwards to deal with Clermont-Ferrand. Or again, I think the hunters have to move now. They can't just sit there on Brussels, but then, unless Van Helsing's got a stake, but then there's only 2 kicking about, so they need to try and find out where he's wolf formed, at least from or to.
And from Clermont-Ferrand, Mina can't utilise that chartered carriage to get out of Clermont-Ferrand. Geneva she can. She can get up to Vienna, but Clermont-Ferrand's not on a rail line, which makes it very awkward for her.
The other thing, she's out of Germany, so she can't psychic bond, because he could have gone Amsterdam head on the, all right, he knows that Sue's got wax, but even so. And then he's head, and then he's wolf formed from Amsterdam. He could have gone from there to Hamburg.
Right. Or wolf back to Le Havre, like Gadami's had to check now, but Gadami could be the wrong way now, but he has to check it.
He has to check it, yeah.
Cologne
all right,
makes
okay,
sense.
Cologne.
Oh, another one? Oh my goodness. Vampire City. I mean, it makes sense. We haven't seen many of them.
So, Mina checks... Yeah, I think he checked Clermont. It was a vampire. You just burn that and don't worry trying to waste health and items on these guys.
Do you really want to go up 7 points, though?
Well, I think he's going to regardless, isn't he? Right.
If he keeps moving the hunters around and not supplying, yes. I mean, there's a chance with Godalming you could supply and the last stake could be kicking around somewhere. Oh,
Mm,
so there's a Fangs, so that's two... Oh, here come the Holy Bullets. Oh,
yeah.
do you use these Holy Bullets, though? Oh, I don't know about that.
Well,
Okay,
now you've got to clear Clermont because now
yeah,
you don't want Clermont to
yeah,
mature because that's just a waste of your bullets.
right, exactly. And then saying then you're gonna have to deal with Brussels then too, otherwise it's a waste of bullets again.
Yeah.
Unless it's just like out of revenge. Gio just wanted to use them.
Yeah. The funny thing is, the funny thing is, the Reckless in Brussels was the one that did him the first time. He goes to 16 and sees the other his twin brother, and he goes, I don't even know who you are. He's like, this is for you. But who are you? You all look the same. Ah, right. That's because like,
Oh my
oh wow.
goodness. Oh. I think
So
Clermont-Ferrand has to be an aristocratic. I mean, it could be a new
yeah,
vamp, I suppose. Oh, maybe it's a new vampire. God, oh, if you're using planned ambush, you now have to commit to kill all of this stuff.
yeah.
You can't let any of this mature now.
But arguably, Heavily Host gets rid of the Reckless. You probably, you might go right. You know what?
Yeah,
It's there in your hand.
I would take. Yeah, I would. Oh wow, that's a good Fangs though. That counts as the Heavenly Host first turn.
Now remember, he discarded a knife. So is he holding a second?
He could.
That could be a nice three damage straight off the bat. Is very nice.
We haven't.
Nope,
What?
not more holy bullets.
No, but it's in the discard pile.
Yeah, all of them.
There's
No, there's still.
no. Godalmi's got holy bullets. Why? Why would you give him a point there?
Wow, that's strange.
I guess he wants to guarantee the damage, I suppose, onto the vampire, because the
Yeah,
vampire fangs like first. But you're giving up a
you would.
point now to Drac.
Yeah, you were just dodged on that.
Well, I mean, if he kills the vampire now by playing a weapon or something, it'll be worth it. But
Yeah, I think
if the vampire has a cancel, he's going to use it.
yeah, the vamp's going to mesmerize. He knows he's got a pistol. He's probably going to mesmerize now to stop the punch, or at least, well, if Van Helsing has got a knife, the mesmerize won't stop him from dying because he's got the 2 damage anyway. But he will
Right.
take health back by biting. So
Oh, here, Fangs.
yeah,
Oh, oh my goodness! So he's going to actually net health off that, and is another
Geo's
point.
combat is Geo's combat is out of sync tonight.
Oh man, these reckless vampires have been a right nuisance.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So that's really interesting that how now protects that vampire in Brussels with all the council cards imaginable, and now is playing all the fangs. Crucifix. Oh, Heavenly Host.
Oh. Okay. Yeah. Well.
He gave up 2 points, but fair enough, he killed it.
Yeah. Yeah. Stop fanning about. Clermont has to be clear just to stop that from maturing, because otherwise you've just wasted there. It still leaves Brussels to be dealt with, though. But the trail's getting cleared, so that's fine.
Yeah,
Mina, check Clermont.
I think.
Even if it's a hoax, if it was a baited hoax, then
Yeah,
that's fine. You clear that.
I think
Brussels can be dealt with.
regardless of what this is, I think you stake it. I bet this is a new vampire bait. He didn't ambush it because he didn't want multiple hunters to get attracted to it. Even though that means it's delaying the hunters, he wants to bait somebody into a night fight. I bet that's what he wants to do here. I think Ganami should have stayed on Brussels. Just forget about the wolf form. Don't bother. Just supply to get that last stake. Get that thing staked, and then you're off.
Well, here's the thing. Does Stewart, again, does he use deduction to see what it is before Mina does it? And if it's irrelevant, she doesn't have to worry about doing anything with it.
The problem is, if she gets delayed, she can't get to Brussels in time to deal with it. If there's a way, if Brussels would one space back on the trail, so she could be delayed, and then just go carriage normally to Paris, and then to Brussels and stake that, I'm totally on board with it. But
Well, no, I'm saying No, I'm saying, but if Sue had used deduction, you can see what the card is. Then she doesn't have to. She doesn't have to check it herself.
I think you have
So
to
she
check
wouldn't
it.
be. You know, you could leave it. It wouldn't have to be delayed. She could just then make that move up. If that's not a vampire at all in Claremont or a hoax, it's just been a bait. She ignores it and then just gets up to Brussels with her stake.
Ugh, maybe. Possibly.
And she'll move quick enough that Paris won't be a layer, so she won't get blocked by that.
Right.
Because what else are you going to do? You know, a train ticket. But I would use it just to. Hyde isn't relevant at the moment, but I would just see what. Unless if she stakes it, she's going to rage. If she stakes it and it's a bats or a rats, she'll be raging.
True. We'll have to see. Dracula's probably at this point in Munich. Is now going to take advantage and go east. That'd be my guess.
Yeah.
I don't think he'd risk a Prague move. I think maybe Van Helsing was in Prague, though. Oh no, was he in Prague?
What is
Using
it?
the
Is it
stake? Wow.
spy?
Oh, she has double
Stake.
stake. Oh my god. Oh, what is going on? Okay, right. Well, she can get to Brussels to stake it. It's fine.
Yeah. Get the chartered carriage off her. Give it to someone else that's closer. Start clearing, checking down the east, checking Munich.
Yeah. If the two with horses bomb forward and get Van Helsing with chartered carriage into the east, they could close up on Dracula really fast now.
Yeah.
But they have to get moving.
Layer wise, Frankfurt is a layer, but they're going to
No.
bypass that. That's not on their route, so that's fine.
Nuremberg's not a layer, so that's a good. I mean, the thing is, though, he's in Munich. He could go anywhere. He might fake east, but then go down to Italy, or fake and go into Marseille. Because Munich's gonna have to go up to Brussels to deal with the vampire, right? There's just too many places he could go very freely at this point. Yeah. Well.
Yeah, you can do that, right? Get some good. Okay, so you get some good moves on the horses. Good. That's fine.
Yep.
Okay.
That's correct. Horse economy is decent. Just the items, like you got double stake and crucifix on Mina. There's seemingly third horse has gone missing. That's a good rail move, though.
And I was looking rail down to 38 just to rule that out. If he's got the ticket.
Maybe just, or maybe send him to Prague to double heal.
Or maybe he's baited it. He's will formed to Hamburg with just the one move, and now he's hidden. Yeah, Mina's got to go to Paris, and then Brussels to stake the Reckless.
Unless he's wolf-formed to Zurich, and then he's going to go into Marseille now. Or he's in Marseille right now, because he knows Mina's going to move up north. So he's completely safe from her. And she's safe from her anyway, right? Because of the, Oh. Ooh. Checks. Well, interesting. Is the sneakier play of wolf forming to Zurich, and he's ruled it out. So it has to be in Munich.
But knowing Mina's got two stakes, and that's the only two left, is huge for Dracula.
Yes. But he's used up a lot of vamps, though.
Well, that's the thing. If he it's a shame he didn't know that before. He's probably hoping that Mina checked Claremont earlier, and then he would have gone, right, I'm not going to ambush with any of these vamps. I'll just fight you all at night. And that could have been a couple of hunter deaths.
Right. Especially when bites come into the equation. You won't get the ambush fang points, but if you could potentially kill a hunter, yeah, that would do the trick.
Okay, that's fine. He heals up.
The hunters haven't supplied much since first week.
They've just been dragged around. Yeah, Van Helsing's, we know he's got that pistol. He got rid of the Heavenly Host.
Yeah, so he's got pistol and something else. It can't be holy bullets, because Gadami's got holy bullets.
It's a shame. Yeah, if you know about Mina, I mean, if she jumped, if she landed on a layer with 2 wolves, imagine
Yeah,
the damage it would take on that.
yeah. And then she'd be, because of nowhere near Seward, she can't even step on vampires to kill them.
No, no.
Seemingly,
But it's
though,
still
that, that
there's only 3 influence, and it's the time is now. We're now on Monday, so this is when he's got to try and because you can see the plan. He's going to try and go east. He's going to try and get out the Athens, go to sea, and it's just going to be one of those. Oh right, okay, I've got to try and land when I can. So he'll be wanting to try and boost that. I think it's still too early for him to try it because Tuesday is a long way still to go. But the hunters are going to try and get their movement. A renewed vigor obviously hasn't been played. They haven't been supplying enough for the events.
no.
Renewed vigor. If you can block him, establish that he's in the establish it in the east first of all, and if they can then try and get some sort of net, keep him away from the coast, then you've got half a battle. But
I mean, the thing
as
is,
you
like,
say,
hunters are able with supplies, even if they don't supply very much, they can get good stuff in the game earlier between Hero 1 and Skybreaker, even though Hero 1 was not able to supply very much. Well, he did supply a lot, but there's so many Dracula events on top. Okay, Mina can deal with that, so you don't have to worry about it. So even though he had very, very, very few events, he still managed to get double renewed vigor and forewarned and charted carriage.
God,
So I mean, if the cards fall for you a little bit, hunters could have a strong hand here. Imagine if Dracula's now in Sarajevo and they suddenly had CG. That's the clear opportunity, but
yeah,
then he might not be in
yeah.
Sarajevo. He could be in Florence now, right? Who knows where he is? Oh, good punch.
I know he's taken Milan off his layers, so he could well be trying to head back down into Italy
Right.
because he swapped it for Paris.
Ooh.
And Genoa was taken off as well. So Genoa was on the layer. So he's removing that. Now he's either removing it, trying to be clever, that thinks the hunters will check the layers and say, right, you must have gone there. And again, he's gone east and it's forcing them. But Van Helsing could deal with that stuff. I think Seward and Gaddafi need to check 49, 11, and just kind of start ruling out holy bullets.
He wants to try and kill this vampire, but because the vampire fanged, it's got 1 health left. So it's not the killing blow. And the problem is, Fangs knows that it's only a pistol, so he can work around it. It's not necessary to kill this vampire without a stake, because Mina can get there in time, but if you're passing, Gadami can resupply then.
Yeah.
Because he hasn't got through the item pile yet. This has just been so awkward for Geo.
Well, that's the thing, isn't it? Yeah, that's the balance of finding Dracula early. If you're not tooled up properly, do you just let him build a trail while you supply and try and get the right stuff? Or the temptation is, which is understandable, you found him, you don't want to give him a trail where he can start confusing where he's gone. You want to stay on it or get ahead of it, or at least that way you can try and shepherd him into an area, where you want him to go. So for Dracula players that get revealed early, it's not necessarily the worst thing in the world.
No, as long as you don't get jumped on and killed very quickly.
Well,
Oh, and
as long as as long as the hunters haven't pulled the god chest, and all of a sudden it's like, aha, 2 renewed and forewarned and CG and all the holy hosts.
In the game between Randiv and Aldrazot last night, all it took was Lucy's revenge, and Dracula couldn't escape, and they just kept wailing on him. And then it was done, and we're like, how? How is this
Why are you
ended?
hitting yourself? Why are you hitting yourself?
So, yeah, it's definitely been a good, show also of how Central Europe can be used very effectively.
And Fangs likes that from the games I've seen before. He tends to stay Central Europe and does this.
Yeah. And then picks his moment to then go into an extremity.
Yeah. The risk is nothing really matures because the hunters are close enough to deal with the stuff.
Right.
But then, as we saw, you can lay down bats or fogs, and you can delay them for something to mature. But it's a nuisance more than anything else for them. And it stops them trade. It stops them. Right. Okay. 59's ruled out.
So is it Vienna
Maybe.
or is it down the boot?
Yeah, maybe he is. Maybe he's cleared Italy because he is going that way, and he's not.
Oh, Van Helsing only moving one space. I mean, yeah, he had to check Milan, to be fair. Okay, well, I mean, if he hasn't gone east, honestly, that's better for the hunters, so...
Yeah.
All Mina needs is a 3-2. She can get 3-2? 1, 2. No, well, yeah, 2 good rail tickets she can get there in a couple of days. So Munich's not maturing. Unless something monumentally gets screwed up. Can Dracula get another point out of this vampire?
Now the thing is, it's also important that he knows she's got crucifix, so that'll stop him. He'll be more concerned about using Mez or Fangs with her,
Right.
knowing she's playing that.
Plotting.
Okay, so punch, punch,
Oh!
punch. Oh no!
He plays the
no.
crucifix.
No, see, if Drac didn't know, I would have played that because his
Yes.
MO is plotting or Fangs. But
Right.
he knows. Sorry, mesmerized. But he knows you've got it.
Right.
So
the element of surprise is gone.
A punch would have been the move there.
Right. Right. I think if you were talking about maybe a
Or
less
escape.
experienced Dracula, like a new Dracula player, they would just instantly Fang there. But yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, again, that gets cancelled. So there's another point. Yeah. Yeah. Fangs has been around the block. So yeah, he and I guess he doesn't lose anything, I suppose, if the plotting's wrong and Mina escapes. Okay. It was a very easy plotting to make there.
Yeah. You're mesmerized now.
Now you play Crucifix,
so now you
right?
play. Oh.
Should you play Crucifix there, right? Or maybe not.
Yeah.
Maybe you're scared of the second plotting. I think he was scared of second plotting, actually.
Yeah, he baited him into that. Now he's played plot. Now he's played punch. You play plotting now.
Oh yeah, you do actually play Crucifix there because the vampire had 4 health, not 3. So yeah, that was probably better to punch.
Here comes second plotting. Mina should try to escape now. She should definitely try to escape.
Oh, she does.
There we go. Right. Good.
Learn from his mistake. Well, he can stake this. So it's not the end of the world that the Crucifix play didn't work.
No. She's got more wood in her bag than a porn star, so she's happy. Clear Brussels, down to Munich. So 59 has been ruled out. So they need to try and get down to Florence.
Right. I don't know if Gyro's still in the chat, but Gyro would be talking all about the lack of psychic scans in a situation like this. Mina not having movement to be able to do really quick psychic scans is actually really hurting hunters a lot in this sort of situation. That's I think the counter to this type of play.
And that's what I raised when I see the setup when Mina started in Madrid on her solo. It's like you're just immediately negating, her innate power.
I guess early on it's not as necessary. If you can get her then really, really quickly up to meet up with a hunter later once the trail's revealed, then yeah. But then the reason why a lot of people play that way is because they play Gadami and Mina somewhere around Munich and Vienna, and then Dracula just starts in the east all the time. And there are some people who would just be absolutely sick to death of playing against that. And then Mina stumbles into something, dies, and then whereas Seward wouldn't die in that situation because he's not bitten and all that. So yeah, there's Gyro, Psychic Bond OP. He's here, he's lurking.
Right, Mina gets rid of this.
I mean, to be fair, he's got 4 points, but no matures. Gio has been able to deal with this stuff.
Yeah.
I'm just worried about him being undersupplied, and that's going to cause some real issues later, I think.
Well, that's it. As it currently stands, Dracula just needs 3 days after the final week with full fury to win. Right. And I've just got a feel he's going to go down the coast, lay down traps, layers, go to sea, and then land, wherever he wants. He's probably going to try and land get up to Britannica if you can, or somewhere, or even a Cagliari and a Hyde and pick up two. That's the worst part of this game is you're sitting. There's nothing you can do. He goes to sea, and you're just like, oh, right, okay, watching.
Right.
You either want Rufus to kick in, or you catch him on a CG. But
Right.
yeah,
And then
you got
if
to
you
try
don't
and get him now.
if you don't supply them,
That's it. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, absolutely. You got to do well. This then does the other side. If your hunters are moving during the day, should they supply at night?
yeah, maybe
Because this is the other thing. I mean, you don't have. I mean, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
9.
7, 8, 9, 9 in the discard. But maybe that's the sacrifice. If you've got to keep moving, you decide, right, I'm going to clear the trail, keep moving. Well, you have to supply. So do you risk just try and pick up some cards at night? You're going to get some. So maybe that's the other option.
Yeah, it might well be. What's Gyro saying? You had a decent psychic bond yourself against Mr. Green. Skull Sword. I'm glad you say so, mate. I don't remember. That game's been wiped from my memory, partly because of the stress of it all, but also because I've watched another game since then and this one, so I don't even remember what happened. I remember bits and pieces, but I'm never going to remember a specific psychic bond. Gyro, I'm glad you approve. Okay, so he hasn't gone east, but there's no supply, right? Godalming's down an item. He should have supplied, I feel.
Get Stewart down to Valona, get across to Barry, block that off.
Oh.
Because now, oh well, okay, well you can do it this way. Yeah, that Venice.
Oh, fucking
And then-
another vampire. I mean, I shouldn't be surprised. That's all of them now. Oh yeah, that Vienna move isn't really good. Well, I mean, if he hops across to Valona, then Vienna's not terrible, but yeah, he should have day supplied, I feel. Eventually you need a supply, because even if you do jump on Drac, with what? 2 pistols? Dracula's not
I
gonna
mean,
give a
Drax,
shit.
he's not been touched. He's had no fights. Oh fuck, is it plotting again?
Oh, no,
Right,
escape.
that's good. Right.
Off you go. Bye.
Yeah, I mean, Drax taken no damage from the hunters, despite being as close as he has been to them. He's not been in any combat, so
Right.
he hasn't even used feed to hunt to, or desecrated. So he's used 1 desecrated to get him back up to 15 again. If he is going to go to the east, he's got the benefit of his house. You can always jump into, but
Yeah.
yeah.
Things from Venice, this could be Marseille.
Well, as you said, mate, yeah, that could. I mean, the thing is now, yeah. Here's the other thing: is like, does Van Helsing check Marseille with 6 health and 2 items?
Oh, he was
Oh,
injured
okay.
Noah. Oh my goodness.
Did he play fog again? Yes, he did.
Oh, forewarned?
Is that a four?
No, because
Nope.
he used a
Okay.
forewarned earlier. Ah. Oh, and the funny thing, Mina could have got there, albeit with a crucifix and a stake, so it's not very effective, but... I mean, she can block Marseille now, but...
Yeah.
Dracula is so safe here.
Go to see.
I think actually moving Mina to, if she can, get to Marseille, block that off so Dracula can't go any further west, he's suddenly then stuck in the situation, he can't wolf form, he's forced to sea.
Yeah.
That will force the hunters to supply, if he's at sea. But then they got to deal with Munich. I guess you send Gadami and Seward to Munich to beat up that vampire, and then you supply there and heal. I guess that's the way you work around that problem. Oh, I don't know about that. Well, I mean, he's supplying, so I mean, I can't complain about person not supplying enough, and then admit they supply. No, don't supply there. That would be pretty stupid of me.
Yeah.
Supplies are good. Shame it's hard.
There's a caveat to that statement. It's like, yeah, supply at the right time. So yeah, that time you would have gone to Marseille and blocked him, and then you could have supplied.
Oh no! Now he's gonna fight Van Helsing. Oh, he has double plan ambush though. He had that earlier. How many cards has he got? Oh, he's only got 2 item cards. Oh, he didn't resupply.
And he's got a pistol. We know he burnt his heavenly host.
Oh, what's his other item then? Oh yeah, he didn't resupply at all.
Oh, you don't want to plan ambush just to escape. That would be a nightmare.
Yeah, it's like a glorified escape route. Oh, now you don't
Right.
want to.
Dodge,
You don't want to.
dodge this, dodge this
It could.
time, Geo. Don't give us fangs.
It could be even worse if you stay in the combat. He could die if things go wrong
Unless,
for him.
unless he's got that knife. He might have that knife, though. We didn't. He already discarded one. No,
Okay,
he's not. Oh, well.
he's taking the escape and just get out of there. Dracula could easily just Dark Call here on top of Van Helsing, and Van Helsing can't do anything about it.
Yeah. And I think he will. Fangs is quite aggressive that way.
Right.
And it's in a fog.
Right.
Unless, yeah, he's delayed. So, I mean, unless, yeah.
Tricky.
There
Very
is.
difficult. Very difficult.
That's the balance. So, yeah, you can't chase him and supply. You have to
No.
decide what and when is the right time.
Right.
So Claremont, he's still got his layer. So he could, I mean, he could start trying to go back to the layers and doubling them up.
Mm. Just so difficult. Mina had to simultaneously supply and move towards Munich and move towards Marseille.
Yeah. Yeah.
I've said it like loads of different videos along the last 2 years, but the way that Dracula wins is if he can make hunters force hunters into non-simple decision making. If the hunters have a very clear and obvious choice to make, then that is bad for Dracula because they're not having to think, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
If the hunters are torn between 3 crucial actions, but they can do one. I bet now he has to be in Marseille now because Franz is on the trail. If Mina was there blocking, that would never be an option. But I also get that she has to supply. So difficult. If Godalming and Seward go and deal with Munich, then they're getting delayed even more. They're not going towards Dracula's location. If the Venice vampire matures, that's 1 day fewer for week 4.
Oh.
Now that's the wrong time to roll souls.
Yeah, God's sake.
Maybe just do commit and kill the vampire then with Godalming and Seward together, but I bet he won't ambush Seward.
Actually, what am I saying? I want Dracula to win.
You forgot what you wanted.
I know. I was getting twat up. I was like, come on, Gio, you can do it. And I was like, I said I'm going to be Dracula. I'm so fickle. Right, she's got 1 health. Just get a boot in the fangs and that's it. Next, move on.
But if she
Right.
fangs first turn, he's strength thing, so he can just block everything. I mean, punch is probably right because it cancels one of the cancel cards, but oh man. Vampires are so stubborn. If Dracula draws the right cards, it's impossible to kill.
Play your pistols. He'll try and combat. He'll try and plot here. Oh no, 2nd strength. Okay, for the pistols, right? Yep.
Because you know what's gonna I bet what's gonna happen now is if he moves Seward onto Munich to deal with that vampire, there won't be a day ambush, because why would you day ambush into 2 hunters which clearly want to kill? Yeah, your Geo's clearly not happy. All the strings have been pulled. So then you heal at night, but then you can't supply the next day because you have to kill the vampire.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Oh, punch. Oh, and he could have punched it. Oh.
Oh no.
Oh. Poor guy. Can't catch a break in combat.
Nah. Although I tend to think though, in Drax's hands, more often than not, it does get. It's like you're guaranteed a mesmerize and a strength somewhere. They seem to be the kind of stable that are in there, as opposed to your claws or fangs or things. Or you get a shit hand off, escape as bats and miss when you don't want them. But yeah, I think Gio's just been that. He's just been out of sync on each combat that he's played the wrong card at the wrong time.
But you do also
Because
have to take. Alright, you go. Carry on.
no, I was going to say because it's one of the, had he played punch when he plays mesmerize, you're like, block that. Had he dodged when he plays strength, you go, that's good play. So there's cards there to counter what Drag's doing. He's
Right.
just playing them like either one turn too early or one turn too late.
Right. We also have to take into account that it's 1 a.m. for me, which means it's also 1 a.m. for Geo. So fatigue might be kicking in. I don't know how. I mean, I do know that Geo does stay up quite late, but he often doesn't play this late. That's a very unfortunate hide scouts. When you knew that's where he was. Like typical. So yeah, maybe fatigue setting in. And the game does become more difficult the tighter you play. The tighter you are. Good grief, I'm getting tired now too.
Oh my god, yeah.
So yeah, it's very possible. I don't
Has
say that
Gio
is. I don't say that
played,
is what's happening, but it could be a factor.
Has Gio played another one today?
No.
Right, okay.
No, it was just I think because of timing, this is the only time that they could both play. So
Yeah.
I'm trying to remember who else is in. Oh, it's Berg Marley is in this group as well. It's like a new blood matchup. So yeah. Tricky. Now you don't want to go to Marseille now with Mina.
No.
Do you go to Munich? I guess so.
It seems such a pain though. It's like you waste a chartered carriage, you waste a stake on a 1 health vampire, and then you got a new one in Venice as well, and he's dealt with anyway.
Right, but you'd rather give up 3 than 6 points. You can do
You
it this
would.
way. You don't use up chartered carriage and you walk quote unquote carriage, and then you.
I mean,
The thing is,
it'd be great. He could be baiting. He could have CG, and he's just waiting for the right time
right, but
to get somewhere where he can.
if Dracula's on a port now, he can't use CG now.
No, you don't do that.
Sue's down an item. Van Helsing's low health. You know what I mean? You can't even jump on him really next turn. If Dracula's on
Both, yeah.
8 health, that's a
Planned
different matter.
damage have
On
both been done as
15.
well.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Both planned ambushes are gone. Both? Yeah, both.
Yeah.
Oh. You see how few events have been played / supplied. You got the 2 planned ambushes almost adjacent to each other in the discard pile. And that planned ambush was all the way back in where? Nuremberg, right? Was that before the light?
Yeah, Nuremberg. Yeah.
Was that before the Leipzig?
Jesus.
Like almost like 5 days ago. Yeah, this might be one of those kind of sort of long, sort of slow, painful games where Dracula's just going to win, but he has to accumulate the points like the slow way. Because Hunters will deal with the Vamps, but he has to get to the 4th week and accumulate the points, but the Huns are going to potentially run out of steam. I mean, I've seen weirder things happen, of course. It's not over yet by far, but...
No, I mean, regardless, if you can get a 3-on-1, even with the weapons that they've all got, as long as each hunter's got a weapon, that can still do some damage to the hunters, to Dracula, and it depends on what Dracula's card pulls at that time. So it's still, you get him down to a 6 health or whatever, and there's a heroic leap kicking around. That's a different story. You've got that, and then you can kind of, all right, he's taking C now.
Yeah, I think that's sensible.
Probably the right time.
Yeah, I think
Friday,
so.
Saturday, Sunday, 3 oceans, and then he starts hitting Fury.
I think he could have maybe gone to Toulouse to be safe, but just in case, as you're right, if there is like consecrated ground kicking around, he gets forced back into a hunter or something. Just play it safe, I guess. I think if Gadami's on Munich, Mina and Gadami can team up on the vampire, and then Mina goes to Venice to stake the up one.
Aye, yeah. The
Problem
rest,
is,
yeah, my else, the rest have to supply. You've got to try and get money trail,
yeah,
some hypnosis on me or something.
because not much of a trail after that. And
No.
there can't be. I mean, there could be aristocratics, but all the fighting vamps, so then there's not as big of a risk to Mina walking on them alone. Um, in some ways, as Dracula, maybe you just stay on land because then the Huns can't just keep supplying over and over. Whereas maybe this might be the one way Geo gets back in this game is if he now imagine now he's got 2 new vigors from those supplies. I'm not saying he
Mm-hmm.
has, but he might have, and that might just swing the game. Or if he gets that third
Yeah,
horse that he's clearly been lacking. Um,
I think so. Yeah, I think at the stage where they are, the hunters, with it undersupplying and their low health and the trail they have to deal with, I probably would have been. Plus, they knew he was in Marseille. I'd have been tempted to have gone to Clermont Ferrand and
yeah,
doubled up on that layer. You know,
yeah.
they know where I am anyway. Then go to Bordeaux and maybe leave from the South Atlantic or North Atlantic rather instead. But maybe I mean, if they find Rufus, then all of a sudden that's free damage Dracula's taking. So
I'm really surprised he's
yeah,
ambushing here. There's a risk that this vampire just dies round 1 if Geo plays this right, and if the vampire plays it wrong, if Fangs plays this
yeah.
wrong. I mean, I guess he wants to try and beat up Gadami even more, I suppose.
Dodge with your damning punch arena.
Ugh, another strain, for goodness sake, man. I mean, this vampire has to die now, right? Has to. Please tell me that
Yeah.
Mina's played a weapon of
Yeah,
some
don't play
sort.
crucifix. Don't play
Whoa,
crucifix.
okay,
Right.
she picked up a rifle. Thank goodness for that.
And then she starts pistol whipping her. Then Gadami takes it off her and starts hitting her, and it's just like, and that's for that. Gio's really wanting to get these pistols out. Like every occasion. Have I shown you this pistol? Yes, you have. Yeah. Every combat, which is why now I'm playing strength because you're telegraphing what you're going to do.
It's like that scene, because that's a film that you mentioned in a private chat, the film Snatch. You know the whole scene in the pub with them comparing guns?
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
basically what's happening there.
Yeah, that's what he's doing. See, mine says Desert Eagle 5.0 on the side, while yours says replica. There's your next meme.
I mean, the good thing is here, like, Mina can go and deal with Venice now, go and deal with Florence. She's not going to die. And there's only then Marseille. So then the other hunters can just keep supplying. Maybe if you want to move Gadaming down to Suez so they double heal up, just keep supplying, keep supplying, keep supplying. And that could
Yeah.
be your way out of this mess. Pick up a vampire lair if you get a stake as well, and that will then also make an extra day. That could be enough. Could be enough. But we'll have to see. At the moment, Dracula's still got a huge advantage just because of health and time is on his side.
Yeah. Yep. As you say, though, it's a good point. That I mean, while he's at sea and the hunters are doing it, if he lands and they find out where he is, and then they've got CG, then that's a different scenario. Because now, where does he go? He's in the Med. Does he go east and try and get safety back home, or does he just decide I'm going to go to Britannica? Because from there,
he's wolf forming instantly.
oh right, okay, right.
He
okay.
doesn't want to. He doesn't want to give the hunters any time. He's just going to wolf form into Iberia potentially. Maybe he's been sneaky and trying to go up to Zurich, hoping they all jump past. But I kind of like that in a way because it forces the hunters now they can't supply. They have to move. But Gadami's got 2 health. What are you going to do?
Yeah, it's just dragging a wolf form is difficult because so many locations it could be.
Yeah, yep. Could also be a fake wolf form, right? He didn't actually wolf form inland. He might have wolf form just to the port. Hopefully they, like, say... Oh, he thought it could be a fake wolf form to Cagliari. That would be bold.
Yeah, okay.
Wow. Oh, what do you do now with a 2 health Gadami? He can't go chasing after Dracula. He'll die if he just jumps on anything. So... This is so awkward. You might end up supplying, you're like, oh great, and I got loads of items and events, but then the hunters can't move because they're all really low health.
Yeah.
But do you waste a turn going... Sending
It's always
Gadami
now,
to
even
Seward?
I mean, even if Venice does move, well, if they let Venice mature for 3 points, that's going to take you up to 7, which then obviously reduces
Yeah.
the amount of days you have to move come Sunday. So you've got to deal with Venice, but you're not getting any closer to where he is.
Right, right, right.
Yeah.
Oh, he's discarding knives now. Oh my goodness. Must
Oh,
have
now
got
he
a really...
doesn't value his pistol.
Yeah, it does value pistol now. That's the replica has been thrown in the bin.
Yeah.
He's got the Desert Eagles now.
What do you mean it's not a real gun? Same when he just when Boris the Blade gives Tommy the one, he goes, "It's not even a real gun." Look, and he shoots it through the window. He's like, "I told you it was, you sponge." Right, Seward, come on, you're the only one that's got anything to do some damage to Drax. So you've got to start get to Toulouse, and then you've got to check Iberia. Yeah,
But then this could be just really sneaky Dracula play, and he went to Zurich because he doesn't fear anything.
yeah, God, yeah.
I just got that line running through my head. Boris the Blade? Boris the Bullet Dodger? Why do they call him Boris the Bullet Dodger? Because he dodges bullets, Abby.
Heavy.
What a
What do you mean
plonker.
open him up? He's not a tin of beans.
uh,
For
I don't...
our American contingent watching, it's a Guy Ritchie movie called Snatch. It is over in America. It's available from all your local video stores. If you haven't watched it, watch it. It'll give you a slight insight into British life.
Brad
Well,
Pitt's in it.
UK gangster life. Oh yeah, and Brad Pitt's in it. Yeah.
Maybe get controversial. I prefer Lockstock. Snatch is very good though. I'm not. I'm not saying that Snatch is bad. I prefer Lockstock actually.
Well, Snatch was my favorite until The Gentleman came out.
I haven't seen that yet. I have to watch it.
Yeah, and that's just Ritchie at his best. Hugh Grant in that is phenomenal. It's just complete, not what the bumbling posh. He's just this sleazy. Oh, son, you want to know it? Yeah, it's just, mate. It's a Snatch update if you like. The characters are spot on. So yeah, those are still my. Although the last one I watched, that one with Henry Cavill, the title's far too long to remember. About the World War II. Have you seen that one?
I don't think so.
Adventure of Unexpected Gentlemen or something it is, or yeah, it's a bit like the UK World War guys that were like the first sort of SAS and went and take out the. But it's like based on true stories, but it's a Guy Ritchie one. It's really good. The guy that plays Reacher, I can't remember the guy's name. He's this big fucking brute. He's yeah, it's really good. That's another Guy Ritchie one. So
Oh, nice.
anyway, back to Fury of Dracula. Yeah, this is really tough. It's
Yeah.
only going to come down to Stewart. Stewart's going to have to kick his arse single-handedly, I think, because
But how though? Like he's down at. Well, he's not down at item anymore. But you need like the mother of all combat swings to make this even remotely in Hunter's favor. It's just time is just not. If this was Sunday week 2, like okay, this is fine. They got time. Godalming's almost irrelevant because he has no health. Mina
yeah,
isn't irrelevant because she has to deal with Florence and then Marseille and try not to die while doing so. I think she'll be fine. Van Helsing doesn't have horses unless he's now picked them up. If they all charge into Iberia, he's actually gone Geneva and he's going up through the middle of the map. There's just so many places he could be in. They need to get like a lucky hired scouts or something.
yeah, higher scouts would be useful. Oh yeah, he's just been up against it. It's like you said, he has been clearing the trail well. It's been kind of sort of gracefully falling down and flying. He's been dealing with it, but it's all been sort of, oh shit, right, do this, do that. And he's just been, Drax just been like, right, you deal with those 5. I'm just going to stand here now. He has been up against it for the start, unfortunately, and there's nothing more infuriating when the Drax just, I'm just going to go here, and then I'll jump here, and then, you go there. I'm going, it's just,
Right. There's no pressure.
no.
and as hard as the way you want to try and do it is, it's really hard to say it because it's much harder to. Oh, okay, fair enough. He did wolf form in Tiberium. He took the safe far away play. And
Yeah,
now he's
which
now
is
he's on a port. Now he's on a port again.
yeah, yeah. I think that's
Oh,
okay.
okay.
So okay,
But what's Mina gonna do with her turn?
she's not going to chart a carriage to Paris, is she?
No. Oh,
No.
maybe Gadami's just gonna stay put in supply since he's so low health, and Mina takes the horse and runs off with it.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's so tough. Like as hunters, you want to try and in second week-ish, you know, you want to try and get 3 hunters on the trail so they can deal with 3 encounters at once, and you basically wipe the trail in like 2 days, and then suddenly Dracula's like, oh my god, there's no trail left, and I have to now do something big. And even though they did deal with the trail around sort of northern Germany with Brussels and the multiple vampires, Dracula's then able to wolf form and then bought himself
Yeah.
so much extra time.
Yeah.
Because they weren't able to check where that wolf form was to. And that's why he basically got a free turn to go to Florence, then decide, you know what, I'll go back to Genoa now. It just
I know. Yeah.
he felt under no pressure at all. That's really risky play, by the way, because Florence is just open for CG. You suddenly could get pounced on in Genoa by multiple hunters. He had the fog, but you know,
Oh yeah. Yeah.
he should have gone directly from Venice to Genoa, but he took that extra turn to go to Florence. He felt under no pressure. So it's really tough,
Which
like for hunters when that happens.
it is. I mean, it's risky to play as Dracula. I mean, sometimes Dracula players, when you don't have that pressure from the hunters, you can get over arrogant about your gameplay or bold and kind of assume that right, we're not going to catch me, and then you start doing things that you wouldn't. I will take the extra move, for example, to Florence. You know, how can they
Right.
catch me? And then the game can spin so quickly that all of a sudden, oh, maybe I shouldn't have been that arrogant and kind of, you know, I've got to assume that they can still win, and it's not over until I win, sort of thing. So, yeah, you got to, yeah, it's difficult. Sometimes the Dracula player can be like, I'm a bit bored because they're dealing with my trail. What shall I do next? But you know, you've manufactured that trail,
Yeah.
so
To buy you time.
now,
That's the point of the trail,
yeah,
right?
exactly, yeah. So you know, yeah, they can be overly confident sometimes. He's a renewed vigor.
I
However,
mean,
nobody can get to him. Well, Mina's got chartered carriage. 1, 2, 3, 4.
but she doesn't have horses, so she can't utilize the
She,
second movement.
Godalming can trade horses to her now.
Yeah, yeah. Supply with Godalming and then trade with Mina to give her lots of good stuff. So we can do, I suppose.
Then she could get to 40. She could get to Saragossa with a horse with a chartered carriage. Oh, he's moving. Oh.
Oh, and then Rossco.
Oh.
And depending on what Marseille is,
Oh.
he might die now. I doubt it.
And now he can't.
But
Yeah, now he can't trade with her. So, oh dear. No, that was unfortunate.
1, 2, 3, 4. But the thing is, like, he's probably. I mean, I get it. You have to pull the trigger. You have to play renewed vigor. But he's probably just sitting with fog right now, unless he was. Oh yeah, okay. I was gonna say the only hope for Hunters is that he put fog in Marseille instead, but he didn't. Yeah, because Mina could have got to 1, 2, 3, 4. Could have got to Saragossa. Good horse roll, if you're lucky. Again, the economy's got a bit of an issue, but could get to wherever she needs to be.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, it's a tough one.
You need supply now. There's no point in moving Godalming because you're not going to get anywhere closer. Just supply.
Yeah.
Get a hired scouts, get a CG, just get something. You need to.
Your
Moving
only
does nothing because you're going to go to C next. So
your only hope was to somehow get Mina onto into the fight as well.
yeah,
With Seward, hope that, as you said, maybe Dracula took his eye off the ball, played fog in the wrong location. I doubt it, given he waited for Seward to move on to Madrid and then you fog. But imagine if Seward has a forewarned that we don't know about.
yeah, yeah.
And Mina might have. Oh no, Mina doesn't have a forewarned. Never mind. Ignore that statement. You know, Van Helsing might have suddenly supplied a forewarned and then trades it to Mina. They both get in. And something that's a 2-on-1. Dracula gets beaten up enough that he can't go to sea now, and then suddenly the game takes this weird kind of turn. I know there's a Desperate Soil, but that needs one more turn to mature. Oh, and he jumped right over him. I bet he's hiding in Kadif.
Yeah, I'd been tempted. Seward's first move, I would have used wax cylinders to reveal hide.
Yes, he knew where he was. Yeah,
And
he still has
then,
wax. Does he still have wax cylinders?
yeah, he never deduced anything.
Yeah, you're right. Good call.
And
Yeah,
if Mina
good
had
call.
done that trade with Godalming, then she could have been in Zaragoza. He would have already revealed where he is, so that the two of them could have actually tried to fast cross and land on him.
Imagine he gets hide scouts now.
Yeah. Oh, she's getting rid of the
Oh no,
getting
no,
rid
he
of the
didn't.
cross.
He didn't. He didn't have it. I guess with Mina, you just chartered carriage to Bordeaux, hoping Dracula's done something really like sneaky and try to go back from Santander into Bordeaux. I guess that's all
Well,
you can
that's it.
do.
Yeah, yeah,
I
yeah.
guess
That's all you can do.
that's all you can do, and just hope, I suppose.
Yeah, I think Bordeaux's a good move, and then oh no, she can't get around there.
Because she can't. It's not as if Sue had found it,
Nah.
you know, with horses and things.
No.
Yeah, tough. I mean, if he has a second unit of vigor, Dracula might stay around. Oh no, he's going down there. Can't move again. Old chartered carriage would have let you move again, but now chartered carriage has been fixed, quote unquote. Yeah,
Yeah.
you can't
The good thing is
use it
he
again.
will form to Madrid, so I mean, Godalming can block off
Oh,
Bordeaux.
wait, where'd she get horses from? Oh, she
Shoot
rolls slow. Oh my goodness. Oh, he did go into Bordeaux. Oh my god. I don't believe it.
So wow, okay.
Oh my goodness. It's possible, depending on what the ticket situation was, Gadami might have got into Bordeaux. And he'd already used fog in Santander and not in Bordeaux. Unless he's got his another fog back.
So he didn't. Yeah, Bordeaux now.
Oh my goodness.
Now they could have a second renewed vigor, in which case.
And if Dracula plays a little bit arrogantly here and goes, oh, I want to get my points, I'll go into non. And then he suddenly gets jumped on by... But then, who can get there? That's the problem. I guess Sud has to get a really good rail ticket, which I assume he's not going to have, because he wants it for horse economy. To get up into... But then if you get into Bordeaux and it's fog, you get triggered. I don't even... Yeah, I think Dracula's still safe to go to non, I think. Or maybe hides in Bordeaux.
Well, yeah, it could, yeah.
Because that rail connection from Saragossa to Bordeaux with no road means, you know, Seward has to move into Madrid first and then rail up. Which means then potentially there could be a Bats in Madrid we don't know about yet. He hasn't triggered it.
Yeah.
Oh.
He's not supplying now, but I'm afraid, Gio, my friend, that's a week too late.
It might be too late. Dracula is maybe going to play safe here and goes to sea. Because he knows there's a Desperate Soul behind him that's going to mature most likely.
Yeah.
Oh.
He didn't ambush in Madrid when he... Oh no, he didn't. He found it with... How did he find Madrid?
Seward walked onto there.
Right.
I can't remember how. Oh, he must have like horsed onto it. Yeah, I think he went to Toulouse and then he got fast horses. Then the next turn to go to Madrid.
I bet Madrid's aristocratic, so he's either banking on that to be ignored there. He'll get his health back from Marseille, go to sea, and then it doesn't matter. But all of a sudden, then he only needs to land it once.
Yeah, twice. But yeah, sure. Yeah. It'll just put it out of the hunter's reach then. Yeah. Yep.
Oh yeah, sorry. There's no rumor on Madrid. Yeah, that's right.
Oh, he's staying. I think he must realize he must feel very safe in this situation.
Yeah, this could be a hide in Bordeaux. Because if he has to, he can go to sea. He's still got the coast there. Double up in Bordeaux. Get a health
Yeah.
back on March 30th. Yeah.
Oh, he
Oh,
has a
wow.
sec. Oh, wow.
Well,
Oh, can you imagine if he'd caught him in Bordeaux with, like, potentially 3 hunters?
okay, what's he got? What's he got? He's got to check nonce first, is he?
I guess you do is only option, right? Yeah, found him. Problem is now, who can get there?
Let's see. 1, 2.
Good thing is Godami can
Right.
resupply before this combat with Dracula, but you need other hunters to get in.
Yeah.
Can they get in? And the problem is Van Helsing's down on health, so if he sends emergencies, he's even weaker. I guess you got to try it.
Here comes the mesmerize. Here comes the punch. Oh, Gio, you know what he does? He's done it every combat. Oh,
I guess
no.
you feel. I mean, I understand why you escaped first because I would feel absolutely awful if I punched and then Dracula did not play the mesmerize. Because then you take 2 damage and then you're stuck in the combat for longer. Because he can't.
Yeah.
There's no speed telegraphs. It's not like he can. Oh, and then he punched. We should have dodged. Oh goodness, poor guy. Because the problem is, it's not like Godami can wait for Suid to get in here and then heals up.
Yeah.
Yeah, Hunters might die in this combat. If he has Lucy's Revenge and things, then that could work out for him. Godami's not going to get an event from this supply, unfortunately. Oh yeah, this has just been a tough run of events for poor Geo here.
The vamp, yeah. His Dracula's brood this game has been what it's all about. He's just been throwing them down for. He's been siring vampires all across the Europe, and just they've all been doing what they've been done. You know, none of them have kind of died on the first one, and they've trapped the hunters, they've damaged the hunters, they've forced them out of the way. Exactly what you planned for them to do, and delayed the hunters as well. So,
Right. Absolutely. As you always talk about Dracula's minions, right? Dracula's minions have done the work.
yeah,
This
yeah,
game's been really long in terms of time, but there've been so many combats, which is just combat naturally makes
yeah,
the game longer.
yeah. Although
So
this is the first combat with Dracula.
right, it's been all recluses and new vampires.
Oh, oh, he's got.
I
All right, okay.
honestly, I don't disagree with him. I
No,
think the
right.
game ends on this combat. You either kill him or you don't. So you just chuck away the horses and just hope that you can seriously outplay him here. Can Sud even get into this fight? This fog and Santander is causing real issues. Sud could move to Santander and then horse up, but he can't. I bet he
If you
has.
could rail the Bordeaux,
Yeah, but then if Bordeaux's a fog, he won't have a 3-2 ticket because he wants good tickets for horse, like the bad tickets for horse economy.
yeah.
If only he caught him in Bordeaux last turn.
Excellent weather. The excellent weather's in the North Atlantic.
I wish if you could triple C move, he could do it, but the game doesn't allow you to do it.
No, that's a pain, that one.
Yeah, it's a known kind of rule implementation mistake.
Oh, look.
Oh, uh-oh. I don't think he realized. Oh,
No, he thinks he's going to be able to do that, and the next move he can land.
yeah, his turn is gonna end right now. Sorry, Gio.
That's something Scott Sword didn't tell about the game. You're a terrible tutor, Scott Sword.
It's in the rules and info channel of the tournament. It is public
Well,
knowledge.
I think he's relying on you too much.
Don't you start.
That's it. You've been his moral crutch, and he's forgotten to kind of do things for himself. Sometimes you got to let them go and fend for themselves, like Snuff.
Like you
know?
and Snuff, clearly.
Yeah, you know. I let him just keep playing, give him some false hope, and now he's now he's discovered his inner FOD fighter. So I'm pleased to see him go. I can move on now.
Oh. And then
Local rumours.
You draw local rumours. Oh man, this game can be so cruel sometimes. Yeah,
You know, it's a shame. It's a shame Renewed Vigor was played then, because had they got to this position and Seward, in fact, they could have. Oh well, Garlic Reith. Well, okay, he's going out with a fight. Really, Renewed Vigor did nothing there. They could have held that and been in the same position as they are now. So Stewart could have done excellent weather, and then this time Renewed Vigor, he could have landed and jumped on it. And Van Helsing would be close as well, and the fog would have been
Right.
gone from Mina.
Right. Yeah, I know. I know. No, you're
He
right.
could
But
have
the thing
had
is,
3-on-1 this
if
next round.
if Dracula escapes to sea, then you're suddenly lost in that situation. When then Dracula could just run around. Oh, I don't know. Yeah, it's a difficult one.
Yeah. Right, he dodged. Okay, there you go. That's fine.
I mean, this is also proof again. Geo has, just because of being run around all across the map, he's been supplying recently, but he hasn't supplied a lot. But he managed to get 2 renewed vigors out of it. I don't know when they
Yeah,
were drawn. I assume he
yeah,
would
yeah.
have used them earlier if he had them, but you know, you can
Remember,
get good events if you supply enough.
I noticed he was night supplying as well in the last couple of rounds, so he may have drawn them from there.
Yeah, I think he was in a spot where he had to. He had
Oh
no
yeah,
other option.
yeah. I mean, the problem is this is Gaddafi. You've got to assume he's going to die, and then Dracula moves once in his game.
Yeah, exactly. All basically Geo can kind of do here is just try to limit Dracula's IDS. That's all you can really do. But if Dracula wanted to be really greedy about this, he could actually just feed in place. If because Marseille is going to mature before he even moves, so he'll make up most of his damage anyway. Yeah, tough. Is that a death? Oh, he has great strength though. Yeah, may as well. Yeah, this Desecrated Sword as well. I don't know where the Heavenly Hosts ended up all this game. I mean, I know Van Helsing used one. I guess Seward must have one.
Yeah.
Just never, wasn't able to do with Desecrated Soils. Yeah, poor Geo. Yeah, combat cards have really screwed him over as well. But yeah, it's a really tricky one. The odds were stacked against him when you got this sort of disparity in health and his 1v1 as well.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Here we go. Yeah, okay.
GG, folks. Good try. It's a really tough game all round. It was a real sort of attritional slog.
Oh, it was.
Yeah.
Yeah,
really,
one of those games that,
very different to a lot of the games we've seen recently. This one was really much, more of attrition. And yeah, just clearly, there was a third horse missing at some point, so Huns were lacking that little bit of movement. I mean, I know you can get around on rails in Central Europe, but it's that flexibility of movement which is still really key.
Yeah.
Rather than the pure distance. Yeah, did well to. I mean, nothing really matured until this point. So I mean, good effort. I mean, nothing's matured.
Yeah, and I mean that's a lot. You know, that's a hell. Oh, and now Drac gets a card. Roadblock.
We were talking about it earlier. Oh dear.
Yeah.
So yeah, this, if I'm not mistaken, this Desecrated Sword is the first thing that's going to mature all game. So when you had that line of like 5 vampires to deal with, Geo dealt with them.
Yeah.
But just to quote the meme,
well,
at what cost? At what cost?
Well, this is it. Yeah, exactly. That's what we talk about, is about picking your battles. Did he, would you have been worse, or would he have been better off letting one of those rumours mature, clear the trail when they found him, and then focus the hunters just on chasing Dracula? Because he had 3 hunters dealing with Reckless and new vampires, and, not to let them mature, but he had 0 points. So, yeah, that's when you work out what you actually want to do. Do you want to just let it mature, but then focus all your hunter attention on Dracula? So that's a difficult one, because it's too easy to get involved in. I need to deal with this and deal with that and deal with this. It's like, well, hang on. The point of the game is, if you kill Dracula, then everything he's got just dissipates. So they could have, and again, because Fangs had manufactured where they would go for the trail, it was allowing him access to escape the opposite way. Whereas if they ignored it, they could have found, they could have, would have, should have, but they could have jumped on him and found him, and kind of all of a sudden it's like Aero does. I'm not bothered about the trail. If I know where Dracula is, I'm getting all my hunters on you. And like, oh right, Christ, that's a novel way to do it. And as he said to me one time, he's like, he has 50-50 luck with it. Sometimes it doesn't work, sometimes it does. Well, if you're getting half and half, fair enough. But yeah, that was, you say, you termed it right. It was a war of attrition there. He just couldn't get ahead of Dracula. Dracula delayed him just by throwing down the trail. Combat wasn't on Gio's side tonight. I mean, you could argue that Drac was playing the cancel, but I think he got too caught up in trying to play the holy bullets and then the pistol, and he revealed his hands too quick. But
yeah,
these things happen.
Yeah, it's always typical. Where it's like you just get when the run of the cards are against you. But I think Dracula, in pretty much every combat, got everything he wanted. Even the one vampire that then did die to holy bullets, he got one or two fang attacks out of it, so he's got points anyway.
Oh yeah.
And there are other vampires to deal anyway, so it wasn't the end of the world that one vampire died to holy bullets. That's holy bullets which aren't being used on Dracula, so I guess then that's worth it. If you don't resupply to make up for that holy bullet use, then Dracula's probably okay with that trade.
I mean, Drax throwing down Reckless like they're going out of fashion, they're new vampires. The best they can do is delay or do some damage to and they did more than enough. They got the points. Well, they got the 4 points that you had before anything matured with the Reckless Fangs. So you managed to get the right combo there. But yeah, sometimes these games are just. I think I was saying, it was better that Fangs didn't do the usual, like we think, Captain Drac Sparrow. That's copyright Rossco 2023. Where he just goes to sea and you just can't catch them and they just land and win. It's like there's nothing more. You're like, oh, it's just soul destroying. It's like just just play the move, just play the move. But he came back on land. Whether he did it to, I don't know, maybe he thought, I don't want to take the damage at sea, or maybe he thought, I'm so safe, I'm going to go back onto land. Who knows? But it gave the hunters a glimmer of hope that, okay, you've just drawn 2 renewed vigors. There's and I don't, Dracula would have been expecting that. He must have been thinking, oh, shit. If Santander hadn't been checked, then, and they missed it and found him first, then all of a sudden the renewed vigor is irrelevant. All of a sudden Mina can get there from Saragossa.
Right.
Sue can get there from where is he? Lisbon with a good horseshoe. And then all of a sudden it's a 3-on-1. So that could have gone very badly. But hey, that's the thing. These games swing like a pendulum, so you just don't know. The next one will be Gio's game, or the next one could be Fang's defeat. You just don't know.
Yeah, absolutely. And
it was worth a watch, though. It was good to watch. It was good to commentate you. It's now 20 to 12 for me, so it's my bedtime. I won't be able to jump over to Snuff's game. I'll have to see what that's like tomorrow. But yeah, it's a bit late for me. But thank you for the invite. Always good to co-commentate.
Absolutely.
Thank you, chat. I hope you've enjoyed my nonsense and dulcet tones. Until the next time, I'll let you know when I'm back on doing my tour, and you can come along and see it and hear me.
Yeah, the chat's been a little bit quiet, but I think just people were absorbed, and maybe people were just jumping back and forth to the 2 games. I'll probably see like 2 minutes of it while I quickly edit this live stream and take out all the nonsense at the beginning. So I'll head off because it's 20 to 2 my time, and I've got a lot of stuff to do in the morning. But thank you very much, Rossco, for joining. Thank you, everybody in chat who's watching. Thank you, everybody who's watching back after the fact. You can check out all the videos in the playlist in the description below. And rest. I'll see you in another video very soon. Take care, everybody. Thank you very much for watching, as always. Bye-bye.